Here we go again.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, spectacular.
Hey y'all, in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the law enforcement concept and the ACA expansion by two creative Bitlife concept makers. So the first one is the law enforcement concept by Tara's Concept. So this is a concept maker on Twitter. All new roles, jobs, achievements, and more. This is what the concept looks like. So the first one, we have an FBI scenario. So the Federal Bureau of Investigation has contacted you to loan your drug discovery team to them for a 6-month investigation. They will give you cases in your state that could put you on the up. What will you do? Loan the whole team? Don't loan the team? Loan half the team and go to the FBI? So I think this is like a scenario where this is a law enforcement concept, yeah. So in this case, I'm thinking like you have like an organization of detectives, so like the FBI wants to loan your detectives for a case. That is nice. I've always wanted like a detective career in Bitlife. We don't have any detective career, even though I've seen ads of Bitlife, showing that we have a detective career, an active detective career, which we do not have. This is a job scenario, so a sergeant test. Peter tried to steal Mary's purse by pushing her to the ground. Instead, she punched him in the face and ran away. The test asks you the following question: who is guilty? Peter is guilty because he tried to steal Mary's purse, obviously, and Mary just acted in self-defense. So I'm obviously going to pick Peter. This is nice. Then this is an employee scenario. A detective wants to take the sergeant test, but is widely unqualified. Anyways, so this is achievements. Like the achievements tab will have like civil service and drugs and rehab. Be part of a drugs task force and go to rehab for an addiction to drugs. Disappointment: fail police academy 10 times and get fired as a police officer. As a park ranger, find a dead body in the woods, retire from chief of police, and then join the mafia. Nice. So this is another one. This is like a queue list. Tiffany Dominguez. Okay, so there's an urgency start. So you can see like this should be like hitman, but the job description says FBI agent in training, but this is giving like a hitman whatever. But I guess it does make sense because they kind of work hand in hand, hitmen, and you know what I mean. So I feel like this should be like kind of mafia, when you can place a hit on your co-workers and you can just murder your co-workers. This is your job activity. You can see your co-workers, you can view the kill list. So from the kill list you can see who you want to murder, and then there's a secret identity. So this should be like something like pop star, where you can change your stage name and select a new stage name and whatever. And then I feel like street hustler, where you can customize your appearance. Okay, so when you get promoted, you unlock more activities, right? So you can terminate some team members' employment, review team reports, buy new cars and weaponry for your team. So when you become the chief of police, you can review teams, start new ones, transfer people, and promote people. You can contact FBI for cases and partnerships. You can start new projects and review past ones. This is a very exciting concept, and I just know Bitlife, nice and exciting ideas like this, and then Bitlife gives us something like street hustler or landlord updates. And there's also politics. There's politician job pack, when we could have something like detective and all that. So for the final slides, this is a mini game situation. A park ranger, you can catch pesky kids, collect the lock and key to protect the park before more kids come in. If you fall in the hole or bin, you might get fired. Swipe to change directions. This seems hard. This seems extremely hard, but it is actually very nice. Seems very tasking, which is something Bitlife is lacking. Everything has become so simple. Bitlife used to be really hard, with the Minesweeper games and robbing and escape jail and reading books, and now there's like an ad to escape most of all these things. So like The game isn't as hard as it is. Okay, and there's also an investment option for you to make trillions, zillions, and you don't really have to work for money anymore in Bitlife. Just pay real money and watch ads. That's just how Bitlife is now. So there's another custom scenario. Okay, so you have been assigned to a be killed off list. So this is like a list of people to kill. You read through it and you find your parents' name. What will you do? You can kill the FBI chief, run away, or kill them. This seems like a very, tasking situation, like a very tough situation, and it's giving mafia kind of vibes, like when they murder your parents or your siblings or your wife or your child in the mafia. So like running away might have consequences, killing the chief might have consequences. And why will you kill your parents? Because the FBI asked you to do that. Like, I like to murder my parents just because of inheritance money and not because someone else told me to do that in Bitlife. Anyways, ignore I said that. So the last one is you have been cornered by a mafia godfather that you arrested before you retired. So this is like after retirement. If you're still living in that country, you can attack him, run away, or call on backup. I feel like calling on backup will be too late. So it's either you attack him or you risk your chance by trying to run away. And running away never helps in any situation in Bitlife, except sometimes when you're running away from the cops. So the next one I'm going to be reviewing is the Aka expansion by Bitlife Bitizens on Twitter. There's computer programming lessons, hacking skill, new ways to hack, new minigame, and achievements. For the first slide, so it is going to be in the crime menu, obviously. So there's a hacking skill just like the acting skill, but I feel like this hacking skill you need to practice more. And I'm not talking about rabbit hole practicing. I feel like you actually need to play mini games too, or maybe it should just be like the singing skill and the acting skill where you just need to practice more each year, like 3 times each year, to improve your skill. So these are scenarios. You have recently achieved your first ever hack by hacking your mother's bank details. What will you do? Reverse the hack or take the cash? Taking the cash, like I did not go through all that stress for me to return, reverse the hack or whatever. So the second one is you have achieved full hacking skills and can now move on to crime. I thought we were already doing crime. So what will you do? Hack CCTV? Crime? Nope. So what do you want to use your hacking skills for? Definitely hack CCTV. No, I don't want to hack CCTV. What do I want to hack CCTV? Give me some banks. Let me hack some banks. Let me get some money. Apply to join the programmer club, computer programming in school. So I feel like this can give you like hacking skills or something. Like you can improve your skills. Okay, so in relationships, okay, so this is like your father. You can hack your father. This is a nice addition. This is what happens when you select the hack your father. So you can pick a way to hack him. You can pick social media or maybe like bank accounts or something else. Okay, yes, you can hack your father's bank account. There's money. So the money is like 100,000 card Revolut, and you can take the money after hacking the bank account. I actually would like to see a hacker job, a hacker expansion, not expansion pack, because I don't want to give Bitlife any ideas, which I kind of just did, but it's not actually my idea. So this is the job description. You can hack into a government, you can hack the stock market, you can steal somebody's identity. So you can hack into a government and steal highly classified information and wreck someone's life or threaten a government or whatever. You can hack the stock market and steal millions or billions. So this is a crime scenario, like a mini game situation. You have officially been able to get your way into the government secret files but need to get through to the database. Connect the red dots to the database. So this is a mini game, and I hate mini games, but I like when there's a tough mini game that I can't play, because it makes me feel like the game is not as easy. I don't know if that makes sense. The achievements, we have identity theft, steal somebody's identity, government hacker, hack another government, securing the bag, hack somebody's bank details, social hacker, hack into somebody's social media. So I actually like this so much. I think Enclaver has hackers in the game. Yeah, it's Enclaver. I have like a shot on Enclaver hacking whatever. In Enclaver, you can literally walk into a bank, like you are literally seeing everything happening in the bank. You're controlling your avatar, your character, and then you can walk to a certain part of the bank and act. You can act the ATM, you can act like a computer, you can act, there's like a mini game where you arrange or you retype something that's on the screen, and like there's a time limit for you to retype it, and if you are successful, disable the security, or you'll be able to enter into the vault and steal as much as you want. So this is a very nice expansion. I hope Bitlife considers these two concepts because they're actually really brilliant. They're actually brilliant, and knowing Bitlife, they won't, even if they decide to add this into the game, it's going to take like 2 or 3 years. So we have the law enforcement concept and the Aka expansion, and they are really, really creative, and the introduction of microtransactions in the game. A lot of concept makers have left the Bitlife community and they are moving on to other games, or they've just like moved out of this phase, this mobile gaming phase. So like it's hard for me to review concepts because there's an idea that I want to review, not like an idea, like there's something I want to see in the game, and I want to see a concept of the idea that I'm thinking about, but I can't find it because nobody is making new concept again, because most of them have left the community. And it's sad to see because 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago, the Bitlife community was it was really active with so many creative people, and now it's just sad to see. Anyway, so the next concept I want to review is the dealer concept, because I'm quite excited for that, but I haven't seen any concept about the dealer update. If you've come across any dealer concept, let me know so I can review them. So that is all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.